The chillin' dude. Stop it. I just feel like Cheek's combo food. It's just like, once you get in the air, it just feels bad.
She definitely is almost as spacey. Like, she definitely has a bit of a weight to her. There's no question about it, so... I mean, then there's also just the fact that the stage is absolutely terrible for her.
Yeah.
Once she's in the air, she has, like, no options of platforms or things to try to get down, so that's just, you know...
Right.
Unfortunately, just gotta chalk it up to that.
Oh no. So you're do you go to PP stream, or are you just like purely a friend of Scraps?
I
that plays
think
like...
that I kind of like met him through him going to Subtle stream. He used to live on Long Island, and I actually met him through Melee. But I definitely popped into PP stream.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Exactly. It definitely was like Dead by Daylight. Like I was just in the same room as him and Medic or something, or like Subtle raided him, and I was like, oh, he's a nice guy.
Right.
Game follow. So that's in some form of that we met.
Right.
I actually haven't played Melee yet.
Ooh. I'm so confused, my dear.
It's definitely a hard matchup for Sheik. You really have to have a game plan of just getting me knocked down and then tech chasing me.
Yeah.
Like, if you can't do that, then you're just not comboing.
Yeah, you just don't have that percent to knock down.
And like, that's why I'm like holding down like the entire time with Shine so I don't get knocked down, so just making your life even harder. And obviously, of course, if you can work on tech chase grab, that's obviously
right.
a plus.
no. Ah. How's netplay feel though? Pretty good?
If this feels amazing. This feels like I'm
Alright.
playing someone in the northeast area. Yeah, this is actually
And
probably one
you-
of the best connections, even if I played against other people in New York.
Yeah. You played netplay before, right? This is like recently you started using OhsnapHi.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
This is definitely a lot better than regular netplay. Just a little back.
Yeah, right.
Now, yesterday I was playing someone else from like Long Island, and at first it felt like a little bit of a lag. And I think we got used to it, so I'm trying to figure out if like I'm just still used to that. But this feels really solid. Like,
Yeah.
I cannot complain about this connection.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels like you're right next door.
Yeah. Nope.
Choose your character versus Sheik. Ready? Go!
Wow. You got roach there, huh? I can't believe that shine didn't hit me. I was so sure I had that one.
Ah.
Choose your character versus Sheik. Ready? Go!
Nope. That didn't do it.
Oh no.
Take it back. Immediately.
I don't
Looking like me.
know.
Ah, shit.
Choose your character versus Sheik. Ready? Go!
Do you play any other fighting games?
Not really. I like.
I don't either. That's why I was wondering. Because this game is just so unique compared to any other fighting game. Like even when I
Right.
tried to play Street Fighter, it's like I just can't quarter circle or half circle like
Oh
I
yeah,
need
yeah.
to.
Like I don't have
So
the
weird.
arcade stick. Like
Yeah,
input.
I
Like
own one, and I practiced a little bit, but I did not practice enough apparently. It's just not the same.
yeah, I play a little bit of Tekken, but not enough to like combo or I feel like the only game I have like a good foundation in is Melee. Like but I don't really care to play any other fighting game either. Like I don't know, this one's just really good.
No, that's true. I just feel like I'm missing out when I see some people like, yeah, I'm kind of sick of Melee. Let me try this game. And it's like, oh, a little fear of missing out kind of thing.
Yeah, maybe. I would only say Tekken is the only one I'd be remotely interested in. I know that one has as much depth as Melee too, in different regards, but
I mean, Guilty Gear was one that my friend always recommended because that was the other game he really played besides Melee. And that game kind of looks like a lot of fun with certain characters.
mhm.
But I never took him up on it, unfortunately.
Let's grab.
I think
Wow.
it's because you stuck your leg out.
Oh no.
Choose your character versus Sheik. Ready? Go!
Oh what? Oh no. Every time. Oh no.
Choose your character versus Sheik. Ready?
I wish I could just M2K edge guard, just like
Yeah, right.
get a hit
Just
and then
casually, just throw them off and just, you know.
yeah,
It's
it's
not
like
life.
I felt like M2K for 2 seconds and then
Nice.
Ooh. So I recently, well, not recently, literally just today, like learned about ASDI, I guess. Like, and I guess people hold down like C stick down like a lot, or during when they think they're about to get hit. Like, I don't know
So
exactly when people
C
use
stick
it.
does help, but actually control stick is stronger when it comes to any SDI or ASDI.
Hmm.
So yes, in theory, if you buffer a direction and you get punched, you will be ASDIing. So ASDI happens when your character is in that stun phase, when he's just like looks like the
You're
ending of
getting,
like a punch, right? Like his like face is up, etc.
yeah.
So what you can do is if you are holding a direction, and in theory, if you wanted to, you could actually wiggle like a couple of directions. Like obviously, if you're holding right and then you're holding like a slight angle up, that'll count as a separate direction. And in
Hmm.
Smash 64, they actually take two hands, they grab the controller, and with their palm, they actually hit the left stick and they wiggle it as quickly as possible. So that's how
Hmm.
they get out of combos. So in theory, that's also a melee, but not as an extreme thing. So what
Hmm.
you want to do is if I hit you with forward smash, you want
Hmm.
to initially smash the sticks to the opposite direction. So if I forward
Hmm.
smash you and your character goes to the left, you want to
Hmm.
smash the eye to the right and then start holding up.
Hmm.
Have you been taught to hold perpendicular for DI?
Um,
Do you know? So if you're
Perpendicular.
so if you are hit to the left and you're out
Hmm.
of
Hold to the right.
the SDI, you want to hold up. That's
Okay.
perpendicular to it.
Like, and on the control stick or C stick, or
I try
well,
to
C
do
stick, right?
both. I try to do
Hmm.
both. The no, the control stick is actually stronger SDI and ASDI. The C
Hmm.
stick is not as strong. So I try to do both, but I think in my head I end up doing smash DI with both the sticks, and then I just end up holding up with the other one.
Okay, I see.
Now, if I
Yeah.
up smash you, in theory, if you can crouch cancel, that's the best scenario. But you really want to either smash DI down, and then start holding a right or left direction perpendicular to it. So you
Mm.
actually want to do the direction I'm facing you. So if I up smash you, you want to hold right if if my character is facing to the right.
Mm. Okay,
So,
so.
so the theory is of SDI itself, beside, if you don't mind, if I go away from
Mhm.
ASDI, is that the stage, the camera, there is obviously like a little bit in between the blast zone and what the camera can see,
Yeah.
right? So you can
Yeah.
picture a box within a box. When you
Mhm.
are SDIing perpendicular, so if I forward smashed you to the left and you held up, you're
Mhm.
aiming for that top left corner that isn't the blast zone.
Okay.
And that'll hopefully be enough that you will be out of the knockback or out of the stun that you can double jump, or you can start DIing back to the stage.
Mhm.
Think of it as a shorter distance thing. Well, it is, or no, I'm sorry, a longer distance thing. That when you aim for that corner of the blast zone box, you're giving yourself a longer chance to break out of the stun so you can recover. And
Okay.
obviously, also at the same time, it's also going to benefit you to be higher than you are when you're sent off stage, because then you can hold right and just use gravity to obviously go closer to the ledge.
Yeah. Okay.
But ASDI
Um.
is specifically when you get hit initially and you want to smash the eye in the opposite direction you're getting hit. I
Okay.
don't really ASDI up smashes or up airs, but in theory it should work. Usually
Mhm.
with up airs you're trying to SDI out of, well, that's a whole nother story. So
Yeah.
like I said, in SDI you're like wiggling a little bit.
Mhm.
So for Fox's up air, since it's two hits, you want to try to wiggle away from the second hit. So if I up air you and I do like a running up air,
Mhm.
then I should, from like the right to the left side, you should be ASDIing to the right so that the first hit hits you, but your character is wiggling to the right so that the second one would miss you.
Okay.
Does that make, here, let me give you a quick little example.
Versus Sheik. Ready?
So if I up throw you here and you DI'd in, and I went
Mhm.
for that,
Mhm.
since my character is going to the left, the second hit of the up air will be
Mhm.
more to the left. So that's why you would SDI to the right when my character is jumping in that direction.
I see.
All right.
Mhm.
So now when you were talking about ASDI down, that kind
Mhm.
of is just like if you were like forward tilted me like right, well, like when I'm in the air. That's
Okay.
me kind of getting down to be in a crouch cancel situation. That's kind of what that is. That's kind of what it has to do with ASDI. Like, or if you
Yeah.
like fair me from here,
Mhm.
do it again. That kind of is it. But I'm basically giving myself an option to either tech off the stage or tech off this platform by ASDIing down.
Yeah. I
Like
guess I
if I
was.
go like this, you can be SDIing away from me so that the final hits won't hit you.
Okay. Oh wait. Uh.
Like eventually my shine would not hit you. There you go.
Uh.
That was it.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a little
Now
tough,
you
but
gotta
yeah.
think about it is that you can like wiggle and it could be like I could try to bring my mic up to it, but like that kind of like wiggle in the left and like left right kind of scenario, so you get multiple SDIs out of it.
So I should wiggle.
Yeah, if you can. If you can convince yourself to practice doing that while you're, in a match, that you actually kind of like move your if you
But
have
so,
time to, oops, sorry about that.
so I
Move.
should wiggle like just left and right, like not repeatedly in
No,
the
you
same
want to
direction.
wiggle left, up left, down left, like that. Like that, like only wiggle like the left side of the controller. So you're constantly going
Oh.
away. Yeah.
Okay.
If
Yeah.
you if you put right inputs, then you're gonna go right back into my drill.
Right.
Like the
Right.
object is you want to move away from me.
So I just keep it in the left grooves, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. Those like left three. That
Okay.
kind of was it. Yeah, that looks like it. But it's like you got to like reaction to say to yourself, okay, I'm about to drill you. So you gotta push. You see how you kind of like teleported away right there, like
Yeah.
just it.
Mhm.
That's it.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
honestly is it. And you know what? If you can practice that, I will not be able to drill shine you as much. And
Hmm.
then maybe you'll just get like a grab out of it or a down tilt. I don't know.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
what that turns into is then I start doing drill down tilt. Oh, I killed you.
Yeah. Hmm.
Or I try to do a dash and grab. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's kind of
That's
the
good.
idea.
Well, so is there a way to counter their counter once they start trying to like cover your SDI? Do you just not SDI, or should you always SDI?
I
I
think you should
guess.
always SDI. Like my down tilt is always going to hit you anyway. So I
Hmm.
guess if you wanted to, you could try to end with SDIing down more or like a down right position so you can crouch cancel a down tilt.
Hmm.
Like I said, if I shine, you should probably be have enough time to grab me. So that would technically be a counter to me doing drill shine. Um, Honestly, Fox's Dare has not that much hit stun per how much I have to L cancel it. You'd be surprised how many times you could actually shield grab my drill if I don't perfectly time it and it's not stale at all.
Yeah.
So low key, Fox's drill and shield is like really bad.
Hmm.
So that's why it ends up turning into like this 50-50
Like Nair drill.
scenario. Exactly, whether I nair or whether I drill. Because if I nair onto your shield, then I'm positive by like almost like 3 frames, I think. So that's why I can get a
Hmm.
free shine out of it and you'll never grab me. Or you'll
Right.
never even nair at a shield before you get shined by me. So
Hmm.
that's why it turns into this 50-50 of, all right, how many times can I shield the Fox's Dare, and how many times can I crouch cancel Fox's Nair and then just down smash or I don't know, do something
Yeah.
else.
I see. Okay.
So that
I
that that
gotcha.
that is what this matchup ends up turning into. Of course, if you could like wave dash back forward tilt, then you obviously can beat almost all of my, or you can beat all of my aerials. So that'll
Yeah.
always be
Hmm.
part of the scheme also is that I want to make sure that I'm on top of you. So.
Yeah. I guess when I was talking about SDI, or what ASDI, like I was playing with another person in the Discord, and he was pretty much saying like people always just hold down the control stick down, so immediately whenever you get hit, you're already DIing down. I guess
Hmm.
just and like is that like a very common practice, or do people just try to anticipate the hit? I know some people like do hold it down, but I just find that like a little crazy. I don't know.
I think that it depends on the character. I think
Mhm,
that Sheik definitely has to do it a great deal. I know
mhm.
Foxes and Falcos do it a great deal because they want to just be able to crouch cancel shine. So
Yeah.
the idea of ASTI is that it's like auto STI. So you're already buffering the down, so that way when you kind of get smacked, you get to the ground quicker. And
Mhm,
then and you should ever notice that unless you're in like that like tumble, if
mhm.
if I hit you out of the air like with a drill, you you're gonna have no stun when you hit the ground. So that's why you SDI down when you're out of the air, so that way you can just get to the ground and then be able to counterattack. I
Hmm.
think that's kind of what it comes down to. But I can assure you that Foxes and Falcos do it a constant amount just so they can get their shine out as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
And obviously, a Sheik would want to get to the ground as close as much as possible because she's really a grounded character.
Right.
So it makes sense.
Okay.
But you're
So
right. You're kind of like you are slightly anticipating getting hit after you're throwing out an aerial. So it's kind of like you're buffering a plan B in a sense, right? You're doing
yeah.
the aerial and you're shuffling, but guess what? As you fast forward to press down, you're ASDIing down anyway. But
Yeah.
you're not doing much more than that. So yeah, the only myth that I had to bust for you is that the C stick it doesn't do as much as the joystick. It does actually very little. It does a little bit, so I guess theoretically there's a situation where it might have helped you and survived when it didn't, but it doesn't do as much.
Right. Well, the thing is, and I guess most people ASDI down with C stick, um, not with not well, no, with control stick, not C stick, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, because
You should
then
try.
because I feel like it's you just do dash mash inputs. I mean, like I know, or I've heard like some people just run around like with control stick down, which is interesting. Or well, I don't know if that's like a super common practice, but someone told me none does it, and it's like interesting. But yeah, I guess it's just more so anticipating. But then you're not always holding down though, because if you're dashing, you're not able to really hold down, right? So then I don't get how
I
you
guess
can.
you can. I guess you can do it with C stick. If I'm dashing, I can hold C stick down, and I'm not interrupted by that. So yeah, no, that kind of works honestly. So if you get smacked, you have that slight SDI down or ASDI down. Yeah, that makes sense actually. I never thought about that. Just hold C
Yeah,
stick down as I'm running.
yeah,
Just in the
but
air, you're gonna do an aerial, obviously.
mhm,
But no, that makes sense. I
yeah,
should probably do that, honestly. I didn't know that he does that. It makes sense. Because Falcon
hmm
hates to be, in any kind of knockback, so the sooner he gets to the ground, obviously, the better.
yeah. I think that. I mean, I understand like most of the tech, but DI was definitely where I was weakest in. Like, just I didn't really know what ASDI was, and then I just now started SDIing, but really the only time I SDI is whenever I'm getting wave shined across the stage. I was like, okay, like just gonna flick my stick everywhere. Um,
Yeah. No, the hardest part about DI is when to say to yourself, what move am I getting hit by? Do I have to go for survival DI or do I have to go for combo DI? So the idea of
right.
combo DI is what you're doing with the shine, is that you're DIing out to make sure it would have to be harder for me to wave shine you. And that's another thing you should do against like Marth's Fair or Falcon's up air, for example, as a Sheik. So you want to make it as hard as possible to combo CDI out. But
Mm.
if you do that when you're at 150%, then you're
Then
gonna
you
go so
die.
much faster to the blast
Yeah.
zone. So that's when you have to work on survival DI. Exactly.
Right.
And
Right.
I admit I'm a proponent of not doing as much combo out DI as much as I should. But
Oh, I only do like survival DI. Well, I do like survival DI like 90% of the time. I mean, I don't think that's a bad thing. I feel like you should mostly be holding out anyways, because if you hold in, you're like definitely screwed. So then I don't know. That's just like my frame of
well,
thinking.
you can just think about how many times I've comboed you and you could have tried to like push away from it.
Yeah. No.
Just start over.
Yeah.
Like that was survival DI. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, combo DI for me to get rid of that forward tilt like that to
Mhm.
just go off stage so I could double jump back. Like if I held in right there, you would have easily gotten like 2 more forward tilts or maybe even fair.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Ah, I should just held. Yeah.
Missed my dash.
Ah.
Choose your character. Versus Sheik. Ready? Go!
Because you were DIing in right there for survival DI, I hit that combo.
Yeah.
Quite
Yeah.
useful. Like, I don't think you would have perfectly knew that, but just in that scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was lame. Now you could have DI'd to the right a little more and you would have
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Okay. If I'm being annoying, I'm sorry.
No, it's not. It's all good. It's like it's confusing because I mean, like I know how to DI, but sometimes you just get caught with the wrong DI,
Sure.
and then oh no, thank you. Oh no.
Choose your character.
Try.
Versus Sheik. Ready? Go!
Whoa.
It was a little lucky of an edge cancel. Stuck in my shine.
No.
Choose your character.
Why?
Versus Sheik. Ready? Go!
Yeah, the fact that you even crouch cancel my down air feels bad. Aha.
Choose your character. Versus Sheik. Ready? Go!
Nice. Wow, well timed.
No. Oh.
Yeah.
Never works.
Choose your character. Versus
I actually have a friend that used to play a lot of Zelda, so I
go.
have
Mhm.
experience in the matchup, believe it or not.
Nice. Very valuable experience.
Yeah, exactly.
Ah. Oof. Oh no.
Choose your character. Versus Sheik. Ready? Go.
Wow.
Ah no. No.
Jump counters. Almost.
Okay.
That was very close.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. I guess.
Yeah, my job somewhere.
Versus Sheik. Ready? Go!
Ah.
Shame. The chain of disrespect.
No, it was meant to be a runoff goof.
I figured it was just funny.
Uh,
Thought you were gonna edge cancel that. You were really close to doing that.
yeah.
Versus Sheik. Ready? Go!
Ugh. The arthritis.
Don't be afraid to up air me at this percent. You'll probably kill me.
Up there.
Yeah. Like if you get a forward tilt, basically, and I'm like right above you, you can't hit the fair. Oh no.
Nope. Nope.
Mileage.
Choose your character. Versus Sheik. Ready? Go!
Ah. It's not even a real combo.
Choose your character. Versus
It doesn't have to be. He's Fox.
Go!
Oh no.
Choose your character versus Sheik. Ready? Go! Choose your character versus Sheik.
Alright, I think I'm gonna play like a couple more. And then
Sounds good.
if you're down to play later, I'm down. Or like, you know, at a later time. Or DVD too, because I now played that, so.
Yeah, I know. There's like a good Bloodborne thing going on. I really haven't been playing it.
Oh, dude, you should.
I know.
What are you doing? You got like 400,000, but you at least logged into that event, right?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
400,000.
I got the gift thing, but
Yeah.
I've just been like the wrong times of going online where people message me. It's like, you wanna play? It's like, no, I can't right now. And then I go on and like there's no one on.
Right.
It's just unfortunate. Well, like I said, I've been trying to go outside a little more, so
Yeah, feel that.
I sacrifice blood points for health.
For real life.
Foolish thing to do, right?
Come on. You worry about your health when you're older. So, when I snap to ledge, I should just be holding ASDI down with control stick or C stick. I don't know what.
I think that you should be using stick as much as you can when it comes to DIs. I think C stick is like a secondary thing to do.
Okay.
I would
Because, like-
honestly say if you really want to be optimal, I would say both. But like you gotta like know the exact percent to time it with either of them, you know.
Could you shine me then? Because I feel like if I were to just hold down, I'd like. Then obviously I don't snap to ledge, right? So then do I need to like flick it down or?
Maybe you
I
have
don't
to
know.
do- Maybe you have to do in. I really don't know. Oh.
Oh.
I thought you wanted me to shine you again.
Yeah. Hmm.
Well, yeah, I think I think you're too far there. Like you have to be like more. Yeah, right there. Do you have to
Yeah.
hold in when you do it? No, that's too far. Oops, sorry. Now, what's great about Fox's Shine is that it's exact same knockback, so we could just do this up to like 999%, and it'll still be the same timing.
Yeah, I don't get it, cause like, yeah, it's cause maybe I'm pushing it too late, because then I'm already fast falling them off the ledge, so I need to be preemptively holding down, but then see, I'm not even snapping to the ledge, so I'm just confused, like,
I don't
you
know
know.
enough about Sheik to know exactly, because like I'm trying to think, like, try holding like one of the sticks in more.
So
Yeah.
I'm ASDIing down with C stick, and then I'm holding, then I'm like inward with with control stick.
All right. So maybe that maybe downward in is better. Yeah, you're actually too far there.
Hmm. Okay.
But it's pretty clear that you have to like be a perfect percent because if you're this close, oh, there you go. You did get it.
Okay. Yeah. Guess I got it.
Good.
Do space animals have to worry about that too, or do they just die when they get blipped off the stage, or
It's
blipped?
so instinctive that I couldn't tell you what I do. I
Okay. So
couldn't. I feel like I'm going like in a down left position when I'm mostly trying to hit the stage, whether I'm hitting a platform, the stage, or a the ledge. Because like if because I'm Fox and I'm lighter, if I smash against this, it's going to like pop me up that slight bit, and I continue holding down, and then I grab a ledge. So it's that auto cancel. You know what I mean?
oh,
You know how like if you get hit by Falcos, is it Falcos they're gonna do that? It's kind of hard to explain because I guess it's more of a spacey thing than anyone else. But you know how like if I get hit like and then I do like the tumble right here, but I
hmm.
smash the eye and go off,
Yeah.
I'm out of hit stun.
Hmm.
So it's like an auto cancel is what they call it. Or a
Okay.
slide off. So that's what I feel like I'm doing when I get smashed from one side or the other is I'm doing that slide off DI and then I snap ledge.
Okay.
That's the best way I can explain it.
All right. Yeah. Let's play like one more, and then.
Sounds good.
Uh,
It
yeah.
worked. It worked. It was too strong.
Still not working. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just not doing it. But.
Right. It's like, okay, now do that one thing you were working on in an entire match where you're constantly thinking. Sure, no problem.
No, not my same thing. uh, all right. Oh, good games, man. Is there anything I guess I need to like work on or any like I don't know. Anything you
It
notice
definitely would
particularly?
help if Yoshino stalled, you know, and was perfectly invincible.
You think Shino stalling is better than the Sammy stalling? Cause like the Shino stall has like the hitbox, but I feel like the it has like a faster refresh for like this. If you want to go real quick, um, go into a
No,
game.
you know what? I'm not sure exactly the difference. Is a Sammy stall just without the poof essentially?
Yeah, it's the one where I do like the up B stall. But it's
Gotcha.
I go underneath and I go back up. Like you
Do you
do you
feel
see me
you're
do that sometimes?
invincible the whole time?
Yeah, you can. I feel like I'm doing it more. Yeah, it is invincible, and I feel like I do it more consistently.
Okay.
You can try real quick with um, me trying to do the stalls.
All right.
versus Sheik.
It's this one I'm talking about right here. Well, I like this head better, but
Yeah. Okay. I feel like I caught you a couple times, but yeah, no.
yeah,
Okay.
I feel like I'm doing this less consistently, but
Yeah. All right. You know what? I didn't know the difference. I never understood or really seen someone do a Sammy stall, so it looked like it was not safe. Because I think I caught you like one or two times, but it looks pretty good now that we're discussing it.
right. Yeah, I mean maybe I messed up,
Choose your
but
character.
yeah, I mean besides like maybe the edge or my invincibility on the ledge, like anything else particularly.
It it kind of I'd have to look at like the matches and like
Mhm.
maybe I'll glance at the recording because